All right, this is it.
Go. We are.
You know who this guy in between us is.
We here.
Right? Zohran Mamdani, the mayor-elect of New York City.
PSAL honorable player mention, Bronx Science. Come on.
There you go.
All right.
And you know he's struggling to get those campaign funds because he's talking to two dumb comedians.
So you gotta look. This is basically looking under the couches.
Yeah.
Check in the pockets.
Shake those couch cushions.
Absolutely thrilled to be joined by Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani of New York City. This is our second time meeting because I happened to host the Cost of Living Classic.
Come on now.
NYC footy legend Zohran Mamdani, P3 legend. I'm just P4.
We gotta get him up there. Talking to someone who's in P55. Wow. I gotta get him
Big
up
dog
there.
over here.
But let's start because today we just came back from watching the World Cup draw. So
let them know what you did.
Okay, we hosted
Watching the draw.
Our hype man over here.
Watching the draw.
Sorry, we watched it while hosting.
while hosting for US Soccer.
Times Square, you might have heard of it. You might have heard of it.
Sure, you know.
This guy, that's his jurisdiction.
Yeah, you know.
And US Soccer pays net 15, so we really love working with them, you know.
No, but I want to talk about your platform, especially for the World Cup and tickets. And I mean, it's a big issue. We bought tickets. And
how did you guys even get to buy tickets?
I really pissed off my wife.
The lottery, and we got very, very lucky. But obviously, they were very expensive, and obviously, the price of those tickets is a big part of your platform.
Yeah.
We'd love to talk to you more about that. Yeah.
Look, you were one of the hosts of the Cost of Living Classic, right?
Yes.
And it's just in the name. New York City is the most expensive city in the United States of America. People are so excited about the World Cup. But when you look at the ticket prices that are being charged for these games, and the fact that FIFA is going to be using dynamic pricing, which means that when you enter into that website to purchase your ticket, by the time you actually get out of it, it might be a different price. And that's why we've been calling for fixed prices. We've been calling for discounts for local residents like we've seen in previous World Cups. And we've been calling for set-asides for fans. And you know, I'm heartened to see that FIFA has said there will be some fixed prices for fans, but I think there's still a lot more work to be done because we don't just want this to be a time when people watch it on a screen.
Yeah.
Let people get to the game.
Of course.
And of course, New York City has a lot of places you can go hang out and watch.
Great
if you want to go to a game.
Basurero on Steinway. Come on.
Basurero! Oh my God, we
time.
watching the Colombian National League final. It's crazy.
Where I go for World Cup games in Colombia.
Come on.
Basurero got great empanadas, bro. Shouts to Basurero. You really get around. When you look at the World Cup draw as it is, you're rooting for U.S. men's national team?
Yes, sir. I'm rooting for U.S. men's national team. I also got to be honest, I'm also rooting for African teams as someone who was born in Kampala, Uganda, East Africa. Those are all my teams together. You know, I got to be real with you. I'm still struggling to catch up with the fact that we are now at 48 teams.
You don't like it?
I mean, I like it, but it's just like even trying to learn that it's like the top 6th place, 3rd place teams. You know, it's like. But look, I feel good about the draw. I'm excited to see tomorrow who is going to play where.
Yeah.
Because I want to know who's going to play in New York City.
Right, because I spent a lot of money for tickets. I don't even know who's going to be there. I don't even know what's happening. It could be anybody. Yeah, I could be watching Fiji and Curacao.
Who did it mean?
Why did I spend all this money on this? I could have bought a house in Curacao with the money I spent on this ticket.
Curacao, baby.
Curacao.
When I'm curious, I saw a lot of the footage of you playing. You're a baller. I mean,
You're very kind.
He's a little techie.
You got skills. What do you think about being a footballer and playing soccer? What has that taught you about politics, or maybe even being a better mayor? What have you learned from the game that could help you in your political life?
Humility. There is nothing like getting a little bit older on the soccer field and learning that you cannot play up top anymore and you have to play left back and you learn what you know and what you don't know. And I think that's a critical skill for politics because a lot of times people want to pretend like they know everything, like they don't need a team around them. But you only have to play one game to understand that you will only be as good as the people around you. And if you actually admit to your strengths and your weaknesses, and then you actually work around all of that.
How did you incorporate that in your campaign? Because you ran an absolutely amazing campaign.
Thank you, my man.
First of all, the clapbacks as two comedians.
I mean, it was
lovely.
Improv level 1 magnet.
Yeah. You know what? I knew it. I knew there was a zip zap zap in your past. I knew it.
Yes. And
too many.
Arsenal fans always know how to come from behind.
cameo appearance.
Yeah.
God, why is Tom Martino on the train with us?
He actually just takes the train from the Bronx all the time.
I ride this all day.
But look, when it comes to the look, after watching the World Cup draw and seeing the U.S. men's, obviously on our show we talked to the U.S. men's national team quite a bit. We were hosting the draw.
How you feeling about the draw? I mean,
the draw for the U.S.
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't have been any better.
Yeah.
Or did you mean the award ceremony?
I meant the draw.
I
meant the draw.
The Peace Prize,
I
buddy.
also love the shock of faces of people when they see you. They absolutely, hey, what's up?
We're talking about USA Paraguay.
But
We gonna end up in the selfies. That's pretty cool.
it's a what's that group? Paraguay.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
Isn't it?
It's Paraguay, Australia,
Australia,
and one of the playoff, the UEFA
Yeah, the
playoff.
playoff.
Yeah.
This is a good group for the U.S. To get
Yeah.
through. When as far as the U.S. men's national team, is it something you pay attention to? You know, like follow the players and
I do. I mean, and I also follow the coach. I mean, I
yeah,
think
yeah.
you know to have Pochettino, I think is a big achievement for the men's national team, and I feel like
you don't get a trophy for having a good coach. I mean, that's
trust me, as an Arsenal fan, I know that. We've had some
Tottenham
great
would have
coaches.
trophies.
You know, but I think that it does feel like the team is hitting form at the right time.
right.
You know, I think for all that's been written, for all of the nerves and the anxiety, to see the most recent results, to see really this moment in time, this is where you want to be.
Sure.
And I'm hopeful because I think there would be nothing better for soccer in this country than to see the U.S. men's national team to be playing the way that we know they can.
Sure. I mean, you know, follow the women's league.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
at least they win. Let's get in the head of Zohran Mamdani. Let's get in the head, okay?
Yeah.
What would you rather be? Would you rather be in a suite at the World Cup final, or would you rather be at the clock end of a Champions League final at Emirates Stadium?
Well,
Or we'll say
thing.
semifinals
Here's
because the
thing.
finals always in a
I don't want to be in a suite,
No?
right? I mean, I think
This is my guy.
I think
Yeah.
like the joy of the game is from being out there with the fans.
Right.
Like I went to Istanbul with a few friends. This was a few years ago. We went to, I think it was a Galatasaray match.
Insane match.
And I remember we went with our tickets, and I went to the steward, and I was like, "Oh, sir, these are my seats." And he was like, "Brother,
Yeah.
there are no seats.
Welcome to Turkey.
You just got to keep climbing the stairs." But the joy of being in there with everyone, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
And I think that some of the reasons I'm critical of the decisions that have been made around the World Cup ticketing is that you are making these places where you can feel the game in the stands into some kind of corporate sanitized.
Right.
It's almost like it's a library sometimes, the way that they've made the game. And I think you do lose something in that.
Yeah, well, they said it was 104 Super Bowls, and it's kind of got to be like that because it's a lot of brand executives.
I saw that there was a stadium in the U.S. charging $195 for parking pass.
Oh, right.
Let's just park the car.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about?
Is Gianni gonna park it for me? You know?
Am I gonna see Salt Bay in the park?
He probably will as he gets kicked out.
Well, you were on our friend Adam Freeland's show recently, which was lovely, and I loved the video being right. And
I
everything.
could not believe he pulled that off.
It was,
He called me.
He
I'll tell you
actually,
after, he reached out.
he reached out as a resource. But anyway, but you were at the World Cup, the Uruguay-Ghana game,
Brother,
where he cleared the ball off the line.
Cleared the ball. He violated the spirit of the game.
Can I just say, as someone who's half Uruguayan, he didn't cheat. He took his punishment.
Okay. Okay, brother. Okay, brother.
Can we agree on that?
No.
Okay, when I was in school, if I got in trouble, I took my punishment.
You know,
What do you remember from that moment and just getting to experience something like that? Because it's obviously
I
such an iconic moment.
remember crying in the stadium. And I didn't think then that I would become the mayor and have to sit next to a guy who would defend those actions. And here we are.
How about this? You hit the
And
penalty,
here-
maybe you're
here
not
we
crying. You hit the penalty, maybe you're not crying.
As Asamoah, I wouldn't let him talk like this.
We have a game on our show called Pro Rel.
Okay.
It's basically true or false. Pro if you agree, rel if you disagree. We're gonna
Rel
get
like
into-
relegated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Promotion relegation.
Okay.
But I want to pitch you an idea for New
Hit
York
me.
City.
Hit me.
Why do food trucks
Okay.
have to park in random spots and get tickets? If my street that I live on in Brooklyn got taken over, went from 2 lanes to 1, and they took away mad spaces.
Yeah.
They got all these like areas now that are like painted beige and have like rocks. If we can section off areas for people to stand near
Yeah.
rocks, we can section off spots for food trucks, which are so essential in New York City.
No, look, I think that you're 100% right about the fact that food trucks are essential. The way that we actually organize that system, there is no organization, right?
crazy.
The city is permitted to release hundreds, thousands more permits for vendors. It's refusing to do so. And the result of that is that vendors are paying middlemen $20,000 for the right to sell food in New York City. So when you're asking yourself, why is my halal $10?
Yeah.
Part of it is because the vendor's trying to pay that money back that they have paid a third-party vendor who just happen to get the license at the right time.
It's ridiculous. And they get tickets all
Yeah.
day. It's a lot. All right,
Pro street vendors.
so that wasn't even part of the game at all.
Yeah.
All right, so pro rel. I'll make a statement. You next. Yeah. I'll make a statement. You agree or disagree?
Okay.
Pro rel. All right, so I'll go
Pro.
first. The Brooklyn Invincibles will be invited to Gracie Mansion for a watch along.
Bro.
Let's go! Fancy free. You coming with me, baby?
All right, this is mine. So politicians.
What have I just committed to?
That's your promise.
It's me, you, and Spike Lee.
Politicians should be under a carding system like soccer. So if they commit one offense, they get a warning. The second criminal offense, they're out. Pro rel.
VAR. Yeah. You kind of answered this already. We've seen in your background you've rapped, you've acted. If you didn't run for office, would we see Zohran Mamdani at a comedy open mic?
Only if you got there really early.
Okay, fair.
All right, this is my last one.
Hit me.
Your wife is incredibly popular, especially
love
online, and usually the comment section, it's usually a lot of women saying he can't fight all of us. So my pro rel for you is this makes Zohran Mamdani incredibly comfortable. Pro rel.
Wait, I don't really understand what the comment is.
me-
You can't fight all of
He
us.
can't fight all, meaning like they want your wife
Oh.
for themselves.
Yeah.
Rel.
That's a big round. Yeah. Buddy, I was gonna get you there. All right, and last one. As mayor, we will get kids to stop using Gooner that way so that Arsenal fans can have it back.
I gotta be honest, I just learned what's
buddy.
going on.
Buddy, I have a shirt that says Proud Gooner, and I don't wear it.
Not
I
good
refuse
for
to wear
us.
Zohran, this is an absolute honor. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you, my
mayor.
man. Thank you.
Zohran Mamdani, Mayor-elect, thank you so much for joining
Thank you,
us.
brother. Thank you guys so much.
All right.